Okay, like I was saying, the power button and the light is on the bottom right corner over there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. The red light is actually flashing. Okay, it stopped flashing. It's still flashing? It's still flashing. Okay. Okay, stop flashing, and as you can see, we have no picture. I'm going to grab my light, and I do see some remnants of a menu. Maybe you can't see that because my camera's acting up right now, but I can see the menu on the TV. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack this backlight problem, because most likely that's what it is once again. Okay, this TV was manufactured in 2016. Now they make a 40-inch, 48-inch also, like this. So it's a very popular set, and I want to point out one thing is they use just the one button here. Okay, like on most of the Samsungs, they use the little toggle button in the back. But this one is up underneath, and I have been on a call where people were actually pressing that button, and this button would get stuck. Okay, and the TV what was it doing? It wasn't responding to the remote. It wouldn't stay on. It kept going through the menu or something like that. So if you get a problem, if you get this television set with that type of problem, actually what I have to do is just go ahead and just, I'm going to get a little close up on it to see. I had to actually just kind of pry this actual button part out because it was pushed in. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of a cheaply made set, unfortunately. I just want to show you the light. I'm going to plug it in, and the light's flashing. Of course, you know what all Samsungs is going to flash, and then when it stops flashing, the picture should come up, but it does not. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and take the back off. Okay, it's fairly easy, pretty much self-explanatory. You got your 3 screws right here, of course. This is for your stand support when you're using the stand. Okay, I think they have this one on wall mounts on it. Screws here on the bottom, screw there, and then screws around the side. Okay, got all the screws out. Okay, so first we're going to do is check our LEDs. Okay, as you can see, that is going into the chassis. That is our plug, it's our power supply board, that is the plug for our LEDs. Now the way this goes, you would think the actual black wires are the negative wires, or where you will place your negative black lead. But it's just the opposite. The black wire is actually the positive, where you put your positive lead, and the gray wire, which is actually gray and black, is where you will put your negative lead. Okay, and as you can see, it's marked 1 plus, 1 minus, 2 plus, 2 minus, down the line. So actually there are 4 strips on here, so each one of these lines is going to just the 1 strip. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that. Okay, positive, negative. Okay, that is lighting up, 26 volts. I do see some backlight coming through the back of the chassis. Go to the next line. That is jumping around, that is obviously open. Okay, and then the next line, that's reading about 26 volts, probably good, right? And then the next line, the last line, and that's only reading 22 volts. And I see a little backlights coming through there. So it's possible we have some blown out LEDs. We know we have 1 bad line, so that's probably our main problem why the TV's not coming on. So now we'll just go ahead and take this bad baby apart. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, quite naturally, is remove our speakers. Because it looks like those will definitely fall off and get in the way. Okay, so they just come right up. I think. There we go. To the two little holes right here, they got some little rubber studs right there. Just pull those right up, wiggle them around, then disconnect them. Then quite naturally, we're going to disconnect our LDVS cable going to our TCON board. Want to make sure that it's out of the way, okay, to safeguard us from frying the TV up with any wires disconnected. And we'll just go ahead and tape that to the chassis. Use some clear tape. We'll make sure we get that out of the way. So we won't have to worry about it swinging around or even bending or anything. We'll just take that right over here. That should be fine, just right there. Come on. Or if you want, you just take the whole wire off. It's up to you. Okay. Then looks like this comes right out. Okay. It only goes in one spot. That's our little button here I was telling you about. Okay, with the little button on there, the little one button power on off switch. And then what we'll do is, let's see what else we got here. Nothing too much to this. We'll go ahead and disconnect these from right here. These are connectors going from our TCON board to our driver boards. Okay, we'll get those out of the way. And then what I'll also do is we'll go ahead and unclip our driver boards, okay? Those look fairly easy. Just unclip them. Looks like, hopefully, look, I almost bit one. Bit the clip anyway. That's the actual driver board, okay? Those should slide right out if I recall correctly. Yeah, there we go. Those slide right out. You'll actually see the little clips that's holding it in. Okay. There's one there, and there's another one here. Oops, okay. Those clips, those little clips, these little black clips are really cheap too. So if you happen to break one, you put it back in, just put a little piece of tape over so it'll stay in place. This one's almost broke, that one's broke, okay, and this one's almost broke, okay. So then what we'll do is we'll just flip the TV set around, okay. Because now we want to take off the outer bezel, okay? And we have to get that from the bottom. We'll just get something sharp like this here. We'll look up under here and we'll see exactly how this comes off. It's pretty easy. Okay, kind of pry it off. Be very careful not to force it off if one end is stuck, because you will crack the screen. So I just lifted up all these little different, see right here, these little connectors right here. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. There's one here, clip there, keep going, another one down there, just keep going all the way around. Okay. Next thing we do, since we have our driver boards are loose right here, we'll just go ahead and tape these to the screen. Do not crunch them like that. Okay, just pull them over and put a piece of tape on there so they will not get snagged. And you want, snag it while you're moving it. Comes right up. Now we are down to our diffuser screens, okay? And like I said, I've been in here before, so I've already got it marked right here. I always mark my my left corner. I actually put a dot on the diffuser screen so I know this goes on top. Okay, which way it goes in. I actually mark the left and right diffuser screen brackets. Okay, now these I believe are pretty easy to come off. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, these are actually pretty easy to come off. Just wiggle around. They got these little notches on the side here. Come on. And you can see they go right here in these little indentations, little holes right here, and they got some notches. Just had, yeah, right there on top. See there. So pretty much self-explanatory. So the sides come off first because of the end piece. Okay, that overlaps over the top and bottom. Okay. Right, comes right off. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That easy. Then we'll remove our diffuser screens. Okay. Now this just has the 2 screens, look like. Yeah, the thicker one always goes in the bottom, the thicker plastic one, and then this one on top. We'll keep those together. Make sure you keep those together. They only go on one way. See these little notches right here? Okay. All right. We'll pull that off. Set those in a safe, clean place. Make sure that you do not get any dirt on those screens or in between those screens because you will be able to see them. Okay. Now, these little standoffs, you just twist those and they come right up. Okay. Twisty, 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 twisty. Put those in a safe place. Make sure that you don't forget to put those back on, please. Okay. Because that's going to keep the distance between the lights and the screens. Now, see if I can zoom out here just a little bit. Okay, now our white paper. Okay, which I did mark right here in the corner, so I know it only goes on one way. That was pretty easy, right? Okay. Now, these are our strips, okay? And I'm going to zoom in right fast so we can see. Those are our test points on the strip right there. Plus, negative, okay? Plus, negative. So actually just 4 strips in here, okay? And as you can see, this strip here actually got burned, okay? Look at that. Now I'm going to show you something that's going to freak you out. I already know this strip is bad. I'm going to show you. Now they have these little, I don't know what these little things are next to them. Those aren't the actual LEDs right here. Right there. I don't know what those are for. There might be some type of diode or something. But check this out. I got a good feeling what they're using that for. Because look at the, well, I'm going to go ahead and pop this right. I know this LED is bad. Look at the actual LEDs. Come on. I'm going to compare that to a regular LED that we use for the ones that you know I use for the individual replacements. Okay, that's the actual size of the of an LED. Okay, a standard LED, 3-volt LED or whatever. Look how small that one is. Okay. Now, what I tried to do is, first of all, let's go ahead and show you what's going on here. Okay, let's go ahead and check it right fast. But check this one, the top one. All those are good. 26.8 volts on my meter. The second one, okay, that's our bad strip that is actually open. Okay, well, there's an open LED on there, and this one, as you see, this strip was also burnt. Okay, it had something, so I did put a jumper wire right there. There was a piece missing or something right there. Okay, so, and then this strip down here, as we can see, the first two LEDs are not lit up. And I think that happened because I actually tried to replace these with some regular LEDs. And as you can see, I moved the LED to the side, but for some reason it kept blowing out. Okay, so I had to order the entire strips. You see there's a LED there and an LED there that were open, I believe. And I tried to replace the LED on top of it. You know, I took the old LED. The LEDs were so small, I couldn't even get them up. I don't think, I forget anyway. But anyway, with me messing with this for about an hour or two, right, putting LEDs on there, they kept blowing out. I just decided to order the strips. Okay, these are brand new strips I got from Shop Jimmy. I may go ahead and replace them all, or I'm going to replace this bad one, I know for sure, and these two, and this one, and this last one down here with the burnt strip, and we'll see how that goes. And these strips, all you do is unplug it, unplug the connector at the end. Okay, that was a good one there. Okay, right here is our open one. We'll unplug the end, okay, and these strips actually just slide right up, I believe. Okay, see that? Voila, that easy. Okay, we'll take those off. Okay, get our new one. On with the plug. Goes on this side. Okay, and then we find the connector for this piece right here. That's our B side, I believe. Okay, the other side, and this one right here with the two prongs on the end that goes right in here, like so. And then we'll just put line these little squares back in there. Yeah, so this is a pretty cheaply made set, but hey, I like how it comes apart. Okay, and you can do the same for all of them. We'll just do the same, you know, for the ones that were bad. Okay, guys, I just replaced the two strips. This one down here with the burnt board and the two LEDs that were out, and the other one which I know was messed up, the open one. And go ahead and plug it in, and the lights should start flashing. Came right on. Beautiful, guys. That's all we really need to do. Okay, now I'm going to put everything back together. Okay, so we got our white paper. Okay. Okay, make sure that the notches right here, so it only really goes on one way. And I've got my corner down here marked, right here with the chassis. Let me know that this is the corner right there with the red dot on it. Okay, all that looks good. And definitely don't forget to put in our screen supports. Okay, push them in, turn them. Don't get any easier than that, right? Put all those in. Okay. Next, our diffuser screen. Okay. Now the one on the bottom doesn't have any little notches, so we just kind of like center that one. Okay. Okay, looks good so far. And then we'll put this one on, our top one on. Make sure there's no dirt on there. Okay, we'll place those in the notches on top. Make sure those are lined up correctly. Put on our brackets. Okay, like I said, I did mark the corners. That's the red. So now this goes on the bottom. And we'll do the bottom and top first because the sides had the little, those actually just snap right in. Wow. Last one, okay? Okay, just double check. Look at them from the inside. Make sure that these are flush, okay? There's no gap. It's not sticking up right here, nothing like that. Make sure you look at the whole thing. Double check it, triple check it. Good. Now, I'm ready to put my screen on. There's some actual notches to make sure that the screen is even. Okay. Okay, I'll take my driver board. I'm just going to bend those down. You don't have to connect them right at this very moment unless you want to. Because you really can't see down there. But I'm going to go ahead and double check, make sure my screen is flush all the way around. There's nothing sticking up. You know, make sure they're all inside of the diffuser brackets. Like I said, there's like some little stoppers on the end so you know that your screen is centered. Okay? Okay? So once you do that, I'm going to go ahead and place our, just double checking it if I have it. Because I have cracked the screen before like that with the, I wasn't watching myself what I was doing. Make sure it's the right way. We know this is the bottom of the TV where the Samsung logo goes, okay? Your driver boards and your T-Con boards are at the bottom, okay? And don't force this down. It should just go on. It should just snap right into place very easily. See that? Almost perfect. Here we go. Kind of push it down on all sides. See the thing sticking up? That's pretty much about it, guys. I'm gonna have to tape it. I'm gonna have to tape it. Okay. Got a piece of tape right here already. And we'll do the next one here. We'll connect these back up. Now, hope I can zoom in on this. I had a guy leave me a comment saying that every time he changes the LEDs on the TV and he puts the TV back together, he's got lines in the screen all the time. And so I'm thinking to myself, is he cracking the screen or what? But what might be happening is this: he's not placing these. Some people I see when they just begin to do this, they'll just put them in here. They'll put these in here, okay, and then they just close them just like that. But you have to make sure that these two notches on the side of this connector, hope I can zoom in some more on that. These two notches on the side here. See this here at the very end? There's a little bitty notch there, and one little bitty notch here on the end. You have to make sure that it goes all the way in behind this notch right here. See the notch sticking out right here? And this little catch right here on the very end. See that? You have to make sure it goes all the way in. With the point where you can't just pull it straight up. Okay, you have to pick it up and pull it out. See? So once you push it in and they're secure, both of those notches are inside, then close it down. And in most cases, there also has a line right here. See that? That's to let you know that it's pushed all the way in. Same with this one. Put that back. Okay. I'm actually going to put some tape on these driver boards because they're not, these little cheap clip things broke off. So no big deal. I just don't want to touch anything that's not supposed to be touched. I'm going to put some tape on there. Our LDVS cable back into our main board. Okay. Same with that. Make sure it's all the way in there before you close it. And even. Okay. That's in. Snaps it shut. Okay. And our power button. I should have marked that, but I think it goes right here. It's crazy. I guess we'll figure it out once we put the back cover on, right? Yeah, so I should have marked that. Just gonna put some tape right across there. That should be fine. Hold that down there like that, like so. Do the other end. Okay. Check my picture right fast. Make sure we're in good shape. Plug it in. Flashing. See backlights. Voila. Looks good, okay? So far so good, right? And hit that button again, and we can see the menu comes up. A little one button toggle switch thing. And as you can see, it goes back and forth. Okay, I figured out it goes right here. You can actually feel for it right there, okay? That's it. Now, last but not least, our speakers. As you can see, short wire goes to the main board, close to the main board. This speaker right here, put this right here, just push it in, voila. Remember, the speakers are always facing down on any TV, okay? They're facing down toward the bottom, okay? Push those in there, plug it back in, okay? Put our screws in. That's it, guys. Okay, guys, looks like we are all set. So that was a very good one. A nice, very good, easy peasy one compared to all the other bull, you know what I'm talking about, that we get, right? Okay, in and out, in and out. Just how I like it. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video and it helped you out, make sure you give me a like. Make sure that you do subscribe. My goal is to reach 20,000 subscribers before the end of June. So hey, guys, until the next one, Big Dog out.